Hey guys, I want to go over the Altair 5 gas detector again, but this time we're going to talk about how to use the MSA Galaxy tower that's used to calibrate the detector itself. First thing is you want to turn it on and go through the 2-minute cycle of getting its self-check done. So now it's on, it's operating, you can see the backlight shows that it's on. And now what we're going to do is we're just simply going to open up the case and we're going to place it in upside down. Okay, so I'm going to turn it upside down, and then where you put your finger to do the pump test, we're going to stick it inside this little nipple here and set it right into the unit there, just like that. So it just sits in there like that, and then we can close the door. Alright, and then it's going to recognize the unit, and it says bump cal test is started. And so it's going to go through, and the way we have this set up is that when you put it in there, it does a bump test, and if it needs to be calibrated, then it'll automatically go into the calibration. And this is what it looks like while it's going through the test. And this usually takes about 5 to maybe 10 minutes. Once it's done, and the fail light will come on here pretty quick probably, and that's just because it's going through its test. Doesn't mean that it's failed anything. It'll continue to go through the test, and once it passes, then the green light comes on. And once that green light comes on, you can take the unit out of the tower, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we pull it out of the tower. Now this tower is at station 27, and we have another one identical to this one that is at station 26 down in the meeting room. And we want to keep them in these office environments because we don't want any dirt or dust and things like that to accumulate on or near or in the Galaxy tower, because that'll affect the testing mechanism. When this is being calibrated, it is also going to a memory card in the tower, and we can come through and pull that memory card out and download everything down to the computer and know exactly what each unit is being tested at, and whether it fails or passes or whatever, date and time, and all that sort of information that's there. So there's the little fail button that it said that it failed, but now it turned off, and so it's continually going through its test, and it tells you what tests it's doing. Like that, there was one there that said fresh air. It's going through all the different tests that it needs to do, and you don't have to do anything with the gases. It just goes through it by itself. Once it's done, then we'll go ahead and take it out. Now we have this set up again. We have this set up for a bump / calibration. What that means is that if it needs to be calibrated, the machine knows that, and it will go ahead and calibrate the detector. If it doesn't need the calibration, then it will just go through the bump test, and you don't need to worry about whether it's the bump test or it's the calibration. It automatically does it, and again, we have a record of what it does with each unit. So that's something that you just stick it in there, let it do its thing. If something happens and it goes through the whole cycle and it fails and it won't come off that fail button, it just stays on fail, then let me know, and we'll take care of it. but we wanted to make this as easy for us to use. Now, so it says success 0, please wait. So we're still waiting, and it'll let us know when we can take it. When we can take it out. The other thing I want you to know is that when we do this test, it will you'll smell the gas a little bit. It'll have a little residue, and so we don't want you to worry about it's not harmful to you or anything. It's just part of the gas that is being expelled from the unit as it's going through its test. So it's not a problem. It just stinks a little bit. It's not a hazard or anything. So it takes a little bit of time for it to go through its test. And we want you to do this once a month. I know there's been talk about doing it once a day and once a week and that sort of thing, but I've talked to the manufacturer, I've talked to the factory rep, and they said if we do it once a month, if we set it up for the bump/calibration test, and so it will calibrate when it needs to, that they're fine with us doing it once a month. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to set these up so you just bring them in once a month and you do the bump cal, and it'll take care of itself. Every time you put a unit into a Galaxy, it asks the Galaxy asks itself, does it recognize this unit? If it has never seen it before, then it will do a little extra test to get all the information and things that it needs in order for us to be able to download the information. But once it's been in that tower, it recognizes it the next time it goes in. Okay guys, so that was about 11 minutes that it took to do that complete test. Now you can see that it says cal complete, and it says that we can go ahead and remove the instrument. So we're going to go ahead and push down on this black lever, lift it up. Remember, it's still running, so we're going to pull it out of that nipple, close that back up, and now look at the screen. It says Cal IR, and so it's still going through its test, and it's going to do that for maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and then it'll let you know that it's good to go. There's one beep there. We just got done watching it go through its finishing the calibrating itself, being ready to go again, and now you can see that we have the pie all green inside there, and that took about 2 minutes. So once we took it out of the Galaxy Tower, it took another 2 minutes for it to kind of clean itself out and be ready to be used again. So now we're ready to turn it off. So remember, to turn it off, you just push and hold it, let it go through its cycle. The red light turns on. Once the green light turns on, then you can let go of it, and that's it. So I hope this is helpful to you, and just if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. All right, thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.